Hi, my name is Kamal Hussain and I'm a teacher here in the United Kingdom for the last 20 years and I'm teaching maths and physics. My specialty is to make students prepare for themselves to get higher grade 9, or if you're living abroad then I'm talking A star. So these are one of the topics I'm going to teach today. Is called compound measures. Now, there are basically three formula are there in the compound measures. The first one is called speed is equal to distance divided by time, and in shortcut S is equal to D over T. The second formula is density is equal to mass over volume, and in short form the rho is equal to m over v. This is not a P, it's a Greek letter rho. And the third formula is pressure is equal to force divided by area, or P is equal to F divided by A, and this is P. So every year one of the question comes, all right, it's from 3 to 5 marks, and one of the thing will be missing. So you need to know how to find the subject of the formula and then simply substitute. And again the key word is substitution. So I'm going to deal one by one. I will draw a triangle here, and this is the speed is distance divided by time. I can make any subject. For example, if I want S, I'm going to put my hand here, S, and look here, what do you see here? D over T. That will be the formula. If I have to find speed, then you use distance divided by time. If I have to find distance, then speed times time. So now I'm asking you, how will you find time? And you are right, time is distance divided by speed. So in the exam, if distance and time is given, you can find the speed. Speed and time is given, you can find the distance. And distance and speed is given, you can find the time. You only need to know the unit. So here, distance is measured in meter. Meter per second. This is the speed. Distance is measured in meter and time is measured in second. Please remember, 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds, and 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, or 60 times 60, 3,600 seconds. This conversion you need to know by heart, okay? So this is how you do. So you need a practice. So saying is very easy, but when you practice, it will take time. And how fast and how quick you can do it. So initially when people do that, they take 5 minutes of the time. But after 2, 3 and 4 attempts, it will reduce the time drastically to only 1 minute. And some student can do in few seconds only. All right, so practice it. This question is so important. All right, so I'm going to do one by one example. So find the speed. If the distance is 75 meter, time is 5 seconds. So speed, so I'm going to put my hand here, distance divided by time. So speed is distance divided by time. So distance is 75 divided by 5, and speed is equal to 5 times 15 is 75. The speed is 15 meter per second, and that's the answer. All right, so you copy it and do it. Now initially I have noticed that the people are very shy of that. So there's nothing not wrong if we look at, all right, and just do it by looking. Then you hide it. Some students are very good. They look, they remember, they hide it, I can do it. Some students are not. So they can look and they can forget. So look again. There's nothing wrong with that looking at. Okay, so keep looking. All right, if you can't remember 5, 6 steps, remember 4 steps. You can't remember 4 steps, try to remember 3 steps. Try to remember 2 steps. At least try to remember the first step. All right, and if you are so bad you can't remember first step, then just copy first step 3 or 4 times. All right, there's nothing wrong. It's just person to person. Some people have a photographic memory, so they can see 5, 6 steps, they hide it and they can do it. Some people are not. So you can, whatever your category at the moment is, you are slow learner or average learner or fast learner, at the end of the day, what is important is to revise and practice, revise and practice. All right, it's very important. I totally believe in you. Okay, if you start remembering and practice and give some time, you can remember. I haven't seen in my career people who have devoted some time and they can't do it. So trust yourself is important, okay? Next, if I ask you find the time, how long, and speed is 50 meter per second and distance is 10 meter. So time means I'm going to put my hand here. The formula will be distance divided by speed. So what will you do? You replace distance by 10, speed by 50, knock out the 0. Either you say 1/5 second or you can say 0.2 second. That is the answer. Simple. Alright, you don't need a calculator. But if you want to use calculator, you go ahead. Alright. Next question. If I ask you to find distance and speed is 144 meter per second and time is 1/2 second. So what do you do? Distance, you put your finger here. The distance is speed times time. The speed is 144. Time is half. So answer is 72 meter. And that's the answer. Alright. So next I'm going to do now density. Think about the density. What did I say density is? Mass upon volume. So if we use a triangle, density is mass over volume. This is a symbol for density. Find the density. If the mass is 20 gram, volume is 5 cubic centimeter. So I'm asking you the density, you put your finger here. Density is mass upon volume. Density is mass over volume. Mass is 20. Volume is 5. How many 5 goes into 20? 4. So 4 gram per cubic centimeter. That is the density. Alright? So you need to know the formula. You need to know the substitution. Formula, substitution. Formula, substitution. Hide, look without looking. Look without looking. And this is how you practice. And more you practice, more you become faster. Remember, it's very simple magic. And the last but not the least is the pressure. The pressure is force upon area. If I use a triangle formula, then the pressure is force divided by area. If I ask you find the force, then pressure will be given, say that 10 Newton per meter square. Pressure will be given in Pascal or sometimes Newton per meter square. This is the unit of pressure. Sometimes it's Spanish for some people because it's a new word. You need to remember it. It's very simple. So pressure and area is 3 meters square. So what formula I'm going to use? You look here, formula is here. Because I'm asking you force, you put your finger here, pressure times area. So pressure is 10, area is 3, 10 times 3, 30 Newton. And that is a force. So what I have done today? Today I have done density is equal to mass over volume, pressure is equal to force over area, and speed equal to distance divided by time. If you are new here, consider to subscribe my channel, and thank you very much. Bye bye.